I'm organic, like beef without the hormones, like no condom on. I love the way your hormones, like looking through this bottle. These shots are hard to swallow, shouldn't follow me.
What's good, internet? Brian Spillwell here. How's everybody doing? I'm doing just great today, chilling. Fucking day off, haven't had a day off in a while. Then I go right back into shit. Another 6-day week ahead of me. I'm grateful though. Definitely grateful to be working again. Today's little video, I kind of wanted to discuss something that is not really so much important for me, but it is important for you. Talk about protecting your identity on social media, your true identity. Now, some of you guys might not think this is important, like, oh, Spillwell, why are you saying this? You know, why should I protect my identity? And what I mean by that, protecting your identity, is you have to be really careful what you put out there and what you attach to your phone number. Because when it comes to getting a job nowadays, unfortunately, they look that shit up. Yeah, so they'll look up shit. If your phone number is attached to your Facebook, you know, to your Twitter, to your fucking Instagram, your Snapchat, jobs nowadays, when they ask you for your phone number and stuff like that, they're referencing that kind of information on you. So, you know, if you have anything tied to your real identity, and then one day you try to come out in the professional world and then they fucking have, you know, leaky buttholes attached to your fucking phone number, just that's all they find on your Facebook. I mean, you have to be real careful about that shit. So, you know, me personally, I don't link any of my phone numbers, my emails, or anything to any social media, and I don't do Facebook or none of that bullshit. So it was kind of funny, like my job kind of tried to keep it low key, like that they weren't, you know, researching that. And one of the guys, Steve came in and fucking asked for a little bit more information and asked for my phone number again. He's all, really, you don't have a Facebook? I was like, what do you mean? You never asked me. He's all, yeah, we looked up your phone number, like you don't have any social media. And I was like, yeah, I don't do none of that shit. You know, and if they were, or if I would have had something linked to it, you know, look at all the bullshit that they would find, you know, me fucking on this channel, you know, running from cops, you know, smoking weed and writing, like, fuck. Like, who would, no one in the professional world wants to employ somebody like that. Like, I mean, you should, I honestly believe you should have your personal life and then your regular, or I mean, your professional life. You know, obviously, you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want at home, you know, in your personal time, I believe. You know, but when you go to show up to work, hey, show up to work and get that shit done, you know? Don't bring the bullshit to work. And like, I'm a firm believer in that. And I definitely think it should be separate, but nowadays, like I said, you're sacrificing that privacy that we once used to have, that anonymity. So when you really have to think about everything that you put out there, like, you know, even when it comes to politics and shit, maybe somebody will fucking look at your politics and be like, oh damn, this guy is, you know, ranting on his Twitter page or whatever, like, oh, I'm not gonna hire him because he's a different supporter than I am. Like, you really have to think about that shit. So, you know, that's why I keep an alias, and even when I used to like do a lot of shit, it was under an alias, you know, for the same reason, because I want to be able to maintain, you know, my own privacy and, you know, have my own life outside of fucking the internet world and shit like that. So you have to just be really fucking careful. I mean, they even, like, a few of them, I felt like they were trying to get me to slip up and shit, like, but I really don't have a Facebook. I don't. Like, you can look that shit up, like, my real name, Brian Spillwell. There is no fucking Facebook, you know, attached to me. And a bunch of them kept asking me, oh, what's your Facebook? What's your Facebook? I'm like, I don't do that shit. Like, I don't fuck with that. So I kind of felt like they're kind of like trying to get me to slip up when I'm like just 100. Like, I don't do that bullshit. But, you know, I be on Twitter and all that bullshit. But, you know, and I'm definitely, you know, I haven't told nobody at work what I do. Like, I don't tell anybody I rap. I don't fucking, you know, everybody already told me, hey, we smoke weed. Fucking 99% of the fucking employees here smoke weed. And I was like, oh, that's cool. That's good for you guys. I was like, I'm not really a fan of it, you know, just to keep myself away from it. I'm not trying to be nobody's friend, like, at work. I'm there to get a job done for the company. That's it. You know, I like I said, protecting my privacy, because people try to use any kind of information against you, like, no matter friend, foe, whatever, man. I've seen it too many times. So I'd rather not put any of my info out there. If you guys ever expect to make it in the professional world, don't leak your fucking number. And if you've already got some shit linked, fucking change your number. and don't link that shit to your new your accounts. Like, that shit is stupid to link it anyways. Like, oh, just because you want to supposedly find other people and shit like that. Like, fuck all that bullshit. It's just a gimmick. Like I said, now all this fucking shit is just full circle. It's fucking crazy. You know, I never thought that I would see the day where people would run your social media, run your fucking credit and all that shit just for a job. It's like, it's fucking kind of crazy. It's like selling yourself into slavery a little bit, you know, and doing a 9-to-5 and shit. Fucking take care of your personal information. And you know, like I said, everybody changes. You know, one day you could say some shit and completely forget it's on your timeline, and fucking, you know, someone scrolls back like 4 years on your fucking page and they see some shit that you said, you know, as an idiot, a younger kid, you know, because we all change like fucking every few years, I believe. Like, every 2 years, if you're not changing something in your life, you're not progressing, you're not, you know, moving in a positive direction to change your life and just learning, you know, because life is a learning experience altogether. Yeah, shit, yeah, so I don't know, you know, some people might not have shit to hide, I mean, but that's not, you know, that's not the point. Like I said, if you want to remain private, I think everybody has the right to do that, and although it's just hard to do that nowadays, you got to take it upon yourself, you know, if you want some privacy, you know, you're going to have to take a few steps, like I said, and fuck linking your phone. I never do that shit. There's no reason to, so they could just fucking GPS every move even more through another app if you have it turned off on your phone. It's all those things are made for, is little gimmicks to fucking trace and keep track of every little thing you do, so do yourself a favor. Protect yourself and come up with an alias if you're gonna do some crazy shit. You know, just so you can have that peace of mind, like, oh shit, I ain't gotta worry, they ain't gonna fucking find nothing when they look at my number and see fucking 100,000 different kinds of fucking ass and titty pics and all kinds of other fugazis of that sort.
I speed through potholes, carry guns that stay loaded with hollows. When I meet a new bitch, I just pray she knows how to cargo the kids. Now that's a carpool, probably hurts like a harpoon. Baby wipes, clean the jizz out your car, dude. Keep it real is all I done. Harrison Ford, fugitive on the run from